Hey guys, this is शोभित और वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले आपको एक इन्फॉर्मेशन देना चाहता हूँ कि हमारा नया बैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है IMUCT और स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए, जो कि अगस्त 2024 के लिए है। अगर आप इस बैच को ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो तो फटाफट हमारे नंबर पे कॉल करो, दैट इज 9140191138। इसके अलावा काफी सारे मास्टर क्लासेस भी हो रहे हैं, उनको भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, जो कि कंप्लीटली फ्री है। ओके, नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट।
May I come in, ma'am? Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Have a seat. Yes. Introduce yourself.
My name is Beniwal. I am 19 years old. I am from Seafarer, Rajasthan. Talking about my family, apart from my parents, I have an elder brother. My father's name is Mr. Mahendra Singh. He is a livestock inspector in animal husbandry. My mother's name is Mrs. Manori Devi. She is a housewife. And my elder brother is preparing for BSc entrance exam. And
Okay. Which type of which entrance exam?
BSc nursing entrance exam.
Nursing entrance exam. Okay. Okay. Pursue your introduction.
Talking about my educational qualification, I have completed my 12th class from RVSC board with 80.3%, and I have completed my 10th class from 84.5%, and my PCM
Your class 10th
from RVSC board with 84.5%, and my PCM percentage is 80.33. And talking about my hobbies, I like to listening music and playing volleyball.
Listening music and
Playing volleyball.
okay. Your father is in animal husbandry.
Yes, ma'am.
At which post?
I'm livestock inspector.
Livestock inspector.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us something about this job.
Ma'am, this is my father has a paperwork. Ma'am, data of the medicines with government.
He filled it the data of the medicines.
Government provide.
So he maintained the
for animals.
stock there
Yes, ma'am.
as a clerk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He has a government job.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have an elder brother.
Yes, ma'am.
He is preparing for the entrance exams.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the age difference between you and your brother?
Ma'am, 1 year.
1 year. Okay. He's 1 year elder than you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your PCM is 80.3%.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Your hobbies are listening music and volleyball.
Yes, ma'am.
Which type of music you like to listen?
Ma'am, I like to listen Hindi music.
Hindi music.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is your favorite singer?
My favorite singer is Alka Yagnik.
Alka Yagni. Okay. Which one is your favorite song?
My favorite song is Jindagi Se Jang Jeet Lenge.
Okay. Is there any special in this song?
Yes, ma'am. This song motivate me to fight from the problems and difficult situation of lives.
Okay. And your another hobby is volleyball. You like to
Volleyball.
play volleyball.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many players are there in one team volleyball?
In a volleyball, one team, 6 players.
There are 6 players.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you are from Sikar, Rajasthan.
Yes,
Tell us
ma'am.
something about Sikar.
Ma'am, Sikar is known as the heart of security.
Heart of?
Security.
Okay.
And Sikar is also known as the education city of Rajasthan. And Sikar is a very beautiful place due to its geographical and historical view.
Okay. Okay, Manish. Tell me about your strength and weakness.
Ma'am, my strength is adaptable nature and hardworking. And
How can you say that you are adaptable?
When I was preparing for NDA, then I live in Sikar. But at that time, I used to do my work like cooking, washing clothes myself. And I can adjust the changing of circumstance and environment, and this is a valuable survival skill.
Okay. You change yourself according to the circumstances.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your another strength is?
I'm hard worker.
You are a hard-working person.
Yes, ma'am.
And how can you say that you are hard-working? Give any example.
Yes, ma'am. I also help my parents in farm work. And
In the fields.
yes, ma'am.
Mm.
And I switched my medium from Hindi to English for preparing merchant navy.
And how difficult is it for you that you can switch from the Hindi medium to English medium?
Ma'am, this is difficult when when I was studying in class 12th. All the lessons and concept are in Hindi. But when I was switched in merchant navy, then I am very this is very hard to understand the concept. But when I was switched the medium, then due to that time I was learn the concept in English, and communication skills is also developed in that time.
Okay. How much time you took to switch on English to Hindi medium?
I'm approx 6 to 7 months.
6 to 7 months.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now,
Now
is it smooth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can easily understand the concepts in English?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your weakness?
Now my weakness is easily trust on surrounding people and lack of time management.
Lack of time management.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the disadvantages of lack of time management?
Ma'am, the main disadvantage of lack of time management is you are not complete any work without manage your time.
The time would not be completed at the given time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how you overcome that? Would you overcome that?
Yes, ma'am. I was try to overcome at that time. I am trying to overcome this disadvantage.
Okay. And how?
Ma'am, first of all, I tell the problem to my elder brother, and he suggests me to make a planner in the morning. And after that, I will make a planner in the morning, and before sleeping at night, I analyze that how much I follow my planner.
How much you implement on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Manish, tell me, who is your inspiration in your life?
Ma'am, my cousin brother is my inspiration in my life.
Why?
Because he is also in merchant navy, and when he was studying in class 12th, his medium is Hindi. But after he is preparing for merchant navy, he switched his medium from Hindi to English, and now he is a cadet and
In which company?
SCI, Shipping Corporation of India.
Okay. SCI. Okay. Okay, tell me, Manish, as you switch your medium from Hindi to English,
Yes, ma'am.
what tips you want to give to a student who also switches his medium from Hindi to English?
First of all, clear our base in Hindi,
Okay.
and then after learn the basic English, and then he easily switch our medium from Hindi to English.
Okay. Where would you see yourself after 5 years?
Ma'am, I like to see after 5 years on the post of third officer.
Third officer. Okay. Okay. Come to technical part now.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me Archimedes principle.
Archimedes principle states that when a body is immersed partially or wholly in a fluid, then it bind up at rest, then it bind up with a force.
Archimedes principle.
Archimedes principle states that when a body is immersed in partially or fully in a fluid at rest, it bind up with a force. It bind up with a force that
It bind up with the force.
it bind up with a force equal to the weight of fluid displaced by the body.
I don't understand the word bind up.
Bind up. Ma'am, bind up is a
Bind upward.
Bind upward.
Okay. What is bind? Is there any? Is it any force?
Yes, ma'am. Bind.
Bind force.
Yes, ma'am.
Beyond force. That is.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that? What is bind force?
Bind force is upward force that fluid exert on a body which is immersed partially or wholly in a fluid.
What is the direction of the bind force?
Upward.
Upward. It act in upward direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the formula?
PV is equal to rho GH.
PV. What is PV?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
Okay. What is Pascal's law?
It states that when gravity effect is neglected, then pressure at equilibrium in rest is same.
Pressure in equilibrium is
Same at rest.
it is not the proper definition. And tell me from where we apply the pressure.
In Pascal's law, ma'am, pressure apply at every point.
At every point.
Yes, ma'am.
And who apply the pressure?
Gravity.
Gravity. But you said gravity is neglected. Okay, leave it. What is Bernoulli's theorem?
Bernoulli's theorem states that the sum of the total energy, pressure energy, potential energy and kinetic energy at per unit mass or per unit volume in streamline or non-viscous fluid is constant.
Okay. What is the equation?
P plus rho GV plus half
P plus
rho GH plus half rho V square equal to constant.
Okay. Tell me any one application of Bernoulli's theorem.
Hydraulic brake.
Hydraulic brake.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, Magnus effect.
Magnus effect. Okay. Explain what is Magnus effect.
When a spiraling ball is thrown, then it is deflected from its original path.
And how it deflects or deviates from its original path? Why?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
Tell me what is TIR.
TIR is total internal reflection. When a light is come from denser to rare medium, then it reflected from. Give me a minute. When a light is come from denser to rare medium, then the angle of refraction is 90 degree. Then the angle of incidence, which angle of refraction is 90 degree.
The angle of incidence for which angle of refraction is 90 degrees.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then light went in. Sorry, ma'am.
Calm down, just think and then tell the answer. You said denser medium.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you explain what is denser medium?
Ma'am, the density of the medium is higher than the rare medium.
Okay, and in terms of
And the-
refractive index?
Mu1 sin I upon mu2 sin R.
That is a different concept. I'm asking about the density, as you said, the density of the denser medium is higher than the rare medium.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the refractive index? The refractive index,
Ma'am, when a light come from denser medium to rare medium, then the speed of light is increase.
is it necessary?
Yes, ma'am.
It goes from the denser to the rare medium.
No, ma'am. Light come from rare to denser, then it speed is decrease.
Its speed decreases.
Yes, ma'am.
But earlier you said the speed is increased.
Ma'am, I said when light come from denser to rare.
Okay. And why it change its speed? Why the light speed changes when it goes from one medium to another medium?
Ma'am, when light goes from one medium to another medium, then it deflected from its original path.
Why?
Ma'am, denser, when light come from rare to denser, then it's bending towards the normal.
Why it bends?
Because, ma'am, different density of the mediums.
But still I'm not satisfied. The refractive index of denser medium is greater than or less than the rare medium?
Ma'am, greater than the rare medium.
Okay. Why the color of sky appears to be blue?
Color of sky appears to be blue because relay scattering of light. When the light sorry ma'am.
What is refractive index?
Bending of light when light come from one medium to another medium.
Then what is refraction?
Ma'am, that is refraction.
And what is refractive index then? You know?
Yes ma'am.
Hmm.
Refractive index is the ratio of the angle sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refractive index. Refraction angle.
Then what is
It's
Snell's law?
constant.
What is Snell's law?
Sorry ma'am.
Okay. What is equator?
0 degree latitude is called equator.
What is prime meridian?
0 degree longitude is called prime meridian.
What is the difference between a strait and a canal?
Strait is a natural water body which connect two water bodies and landmass. And it is used for navigation and other purpose.
Name two straits.
Strait of Gibraltar and Strait of Florida.
What is canal?
Canal is an artificial water body, which also canal is artificial water body to use the navigation and other purpose.
Name two canals.
Suez Canal, Panama Canal.
What are latitudes?
Latitudes are horizontal line. Latitudes are horizontal line which divide Earth in northern and southern hemisphere.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. Latitudes are a horizontal line which measure the difference from north to south.
Okay. What is the number of total latitudes?
181 including equator.
Including equator. Okay. Name 10 seas.
Ma'am, first is Black Sea, Red Sea, Andaman Sea, South China Sea, East China Sea, Yellow Sea, Meridian Sea, North Atlantic Sea, Pacific. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. Bering Sea, Chukchi Sea, White Sea.
Okay. How many oceans are there?
Ma'am, there are 5 oceans.
Name them.
Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Southern Ocean.
Okay. Okay, that's it Manish. सबसे पहली बात आप बहुत ज़्यादा नर्वस थे. आपका फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू है इसलिए शायद आप नर्वस थे, पर जैसे जैसे आगे मॉक इंटरव्यूज़ दोगे तो थोड़ी नर्वसनेस कम होती चली जाएगी. थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग और इम्प्रूव करो. उसके बाद बाकी तो ठीक था, बट कहीं कहीं फादर के प्रोफेशन में भी कहीं कहीं कुछ कुछ कमी आती, जैसे लाइव स्टॉक की वो स्टॉक मेंटेन करते तो आपको थोड़ा फ्रेम करना नहीं आ रहा था, तो उसको पहले से थोड़ा फ्रेम करके रखो. ठीक है. टेक्निकल में बहुत गड़बड़ है. ज्योग्राफी फिर भी ठीक थी, पर जो फिज़िक्स का पार्ट है उसमें काफ़ी गड़बड़ है. जैसे बर्नौलीज थ्योरम आपको प्रॉपर नहीं आ रहा था, एप्लीकेशंस में आप कंफ्यूज हो रहे थे, पास्कल्स लॉ की जो एप्लीकेशन थी हाइड्रोलिक ब्रेक वाली, वो आपने बर्नौलीज थ्योरम की एप्लीकेशन बोला था, हालांकि बाद में आपने उसको करेक्ट कर दिया था, पर जो आपने एप्लीकेशन बताई मैग्नेस इफेक्ट, उसमें भी वो भी आपको एक्सप्लेन करनी नहीं आई, तो उसको भी करो। बाइंड फोर्स का आपको नाम प्रोनाउंसिएशन नहीं आ रही थी और अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाए थे, है ना, एक्सप्रेसिव वे से। TIR में आप अटक गए, तो उसको प्रॉपर करो कि रिफ्रैक्शन है या कैसे है, ठीक है। रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स आपने मैंने क्वेश्चन कुछ और पूछा था, आप उसको और तरीके से फ्रेम करके बोल रहे थे, तो उसको एक बार करेक्ट करो। स्काई ब्लू, वाई द कलर ऑफ स्काई अपीयर्स टू ब्लू, ये वाला क्वेश्चन भी नहीं आया था आपको, है ना। रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स क्या होता है, वो आपने रिफ्रैक्शन की डेफिनेशन बता दी थी। फिर मैंने रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स दोबारा से पूछा तो स्नेल्स लॉ आपने बता दिया था, है ना। तो पहले क्वेश्चन को पढ़ो, थोड़ा सा सोचो, देन आंसर, ठीक है। एंड नर्वसनेस कम करो, ठीक है। चलिए।